This is our lake house deck, and I have exactly one morning to transform it from this to something that looks like it belongs in a cozy cottage magazine. My budget, $100, and our next guest arrives this afternoon. So I have no idea if this is going to be enough money or time to get this done, but we're gonna find out together. Before I show you what this deck looks like at the end of the morning, and I will show you, I promise, I wanna talk about why this project is so important to me. We bought this cabin 6 years ago in a couple months, which is really hard to believe, and we rent it out to guests all year round. So we've had hundreds of guests stay here, and it's been really fun trying to make the experience really special for people who want to find some peace and a little escape from their busy lives. And when our guests pull up and walk around and see this deck, I want it to make them feel welcome and comfortable. It's really the first thing that they see, so it has to be a great experience. So today I am fixing it one morning, $100. We're gonna go to Dollarama and Walmart because we are on a budget. I'm also gonna see what I have at home that I can use. So stay with me because I hope the end is genuinely going to surprise you.
We found this property 6 years ago, and honestly, it was not love at first sight. The house needed a ton of work. The deck was tired, but the lot, the trees, the lake view, the way that the home sits on the property, that we fell in love with immediately. So we bought it and we slowly started making it ours, all DIY, all ourselves. The back deck was one of the first things I tackled. I built these planters. We replaced and painted the doors, hung some string lights, and for a while it looked really good, but life gets busy, guests come and go, things get used and worn eventually. The cushions I had to throw out, the plants were dead, and suddenly we were looking at bare bones again. So that's where we are today, and the thing about bare bones is they're actually the best place to start because the bones here are actually really good. Love the blue-gray siding, the oversized windows, the French doors, the cedar planters, the string lights that are already strung up and ready to go. This deck wants to be beautiful. It just needs someone to show up for it. So today that someone is me, and I've got $100 and a few hours before check-in.
Okay, first stop is gonna be Dollarama because I wanna see how much I can find there. If I can find what I need there for $4 instead of $14, that's gonna be perfect. Then after that, we're gonna go to Walmart and fill in all the holes. The nice thing is that they are right beside each other in my town, so this will be a good use of my time.
I'm walking through the outdoor section at Dollarama, and I want to find some lanterns, some kind of throw, maybe a vase or two, and I'll check out their cushions, but I'm not holding my breath for those. These black lanterns with the LED lights inside, these are a definite yes. They're going to go on either side of the French doors, and I think they're going to look so good at night for our guests. I'm going to get two without even thinking about it. This textured dark blue throw blanket, I wasn't expecting to love this as much as I do. The texture is really nice and the color is perfect for our lake house. This is gonna go over one of the chairs and it's gonna add so much warmth and coziness to the space. Okay, this vase with the jute wrap, this is actually such a good find. It has this really coastal, relaxed feel to it, which is exactly the vibe that I want out here. I'm gonna style this into a little vignette on the side table, and it's gonna look like I paid 4 times what I actually paid. Now, I did check out their cushions, and I wanna be honest with you, they weren't gonna work for me today. The size was a little bit too small for these chairs in this square shape. The patterns just weren't quite right. To me, they looked a little bit cheap, and this is actually an important budget decorating lesson. Just because something's cheap doesn't mean it's actually a good buy. A cushion that looks off is worse than no cushion at all, so I'm gonna put these back and I'll see if I can find something better at Walmart. A Dollarama total today was only $20, so I still have $80 left, and I'm gonna see what I can find at Walmart.
All right, I grabbed a quick coffee and hot take. The McDonald's lattes here in Canada are better than Tim Hortons lattes. I know that makes me a bit of a traitor, but it's true. Let's talk a little bit about color theory when you're choosing decor items. There's 3 different types of color combos that you can pick. The first one is monochromatic, so that's when everything is the same color or shades of the same color. For example, you go for white, cream, beige. Second one is called analogous, and that's when you choose 2 or 3 different colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. So that's, for example, blues and greens. And then the other one is called complementary. So that's when you choose a couple different colors opposite each other on the color wheel. For example, red and green or pink and green, and this one is a little bit more of a vibrant color scheme. So for my front porch, I know that we already have a lot of blues going on between the siding and the back door colors. So I could either lean into that and do sort of a monochrome with lots of blues. This is very coastal, makes sense for the space. Or I could add some contrasting colors, those complementary colors like orange, or get into the yellows. So I might do one of those schemes, or maybe a combo depending on what I can find at Walmart.
Walking into Walmart, I have $80 left and I still need some cushions and plants. So let's start with the cushions. Okay, I was not expecting to find these and I am so excited. Look at these. They're a lumbar shape, which I think is gonna work so much better on my chairs. They have these amazing wide blue stripes and this darker blue scallop border. They're only $13 each and I think they're absolutely perfect for my space. The stripes are classic, they're relaxed, the scalloped border adds a little bit more fun to them, and I think they look way more expensive than $13. The blue ties in beautifully with the throw I just found at Dollarama. It's like they were made for each other. I need 4 of these, so that's $52, which means I've now spent $72 total and I only have $28 left for plants. That's a bit tight, but I think I can make it work. Now we're in the garden center inside Walmart, so let's see what they've got. I think these yellow flowers are exactly what I needed. They're already full and blooming, the color's gorgeous and warm, and they're $15 each. I'm gonna get 2, 1 for each of my planters.
So the Walmart total was $52 for the cushions, $30 for the plants. So I am technically $2 over budget with the $20 I spent at Dollarama. However, I'm really happy with everything I got, so I think that $2 over budget is worth it. Let's go back to the cabin and see how everything looks on the deck.
All right, I'm gonna start by tidying the deck a little bit, giving it a bit of a sweep and moving some things around. I've got everything from the stores. I also grabbed a DIY jute wrap tray I made a while back, and I've also pulled some small decor pieces and some faux greenery from my existing decor stash at home. The clock is ticking, so let's start with the planters.
So ideally, I would have wanted something that was in a 12 or a 14-inch pot. I think this one is only 10 inches, so it's a bit small for this space. If you want to make your planters look a little bit more robust, just place something inside the pot, whether it's a gravel. I've even seen people use usable bags inside or pool noodles. In this case, I grabbed these crates that I had at home. They're just IKEA crates. I'm gonna put one inside of my planter and then I'm going to place my plant on top. And that's gonna give it a much better look than if I had it in like this. And then if you are picking out a hanging planter like this, you can easily remove the clips on the pot and remove that hanger. I've used lots of hanging planters for my deck planters by simply removing the hanger like this.
Now for the lumbar cushions on the chairs, and can we just appreciate these for a second? How they look with the siding and the door color at the cabin. The stripe, the scallop border, the way that the blue picks up all the colors, $13 each. I am loving them. The lanterns are gonna go on either side of the French doors beside my planters, and I like this idea of symmetry on either side of a door. It just really works in this space. It frames the entry and draws the eye to the door. And with the LED lights inside these lanterns, they're gonna look so good for guests arriving in the evening. This Dollarama throw is gonna go over the back of one chair, and I love how a throw just adds a little bit of texture, and it's practical too.
I wanna talk about vignettes for a minute because they're a really helpful tool when you are styling a space. That's just creating a little moment within your space that has some texture, some interest. You might want to incorporate something that's special to you and or incorporate some colors in your space. I'm gonna start with a tray, which is always a great way to ground your vignette. This is the DIY Dollar Tree one that I made. I'll link to the easy tutorial to make this down in that description box below. I'm gonna place this on this table, and then the easiest formula for a vignette is using 3 items and making sure you use a variety of textures, rough, smooth, shiny, fuzzy, etc., and using a variety of heights, tall, medium, small, and creating a triangle. That's really the easiest formula that's gonna work every time. For my tall item, I'm going to use this Dollarama vase. I love the coastal look, the texture, and I'm just popping some faux ferns inside that I had on hand, and I love the height that this is gonna give my vignette. For the medium-sized item, I have this little duck art. I actually stole this from inside the cabin. I made this with my Cricut. And for the low piece, I'm using this really cute textured coastal style wooden dish. I found this at Dollar Tree last year and I think it looks so high-end. So now I have this cute little moment. Guests can remove the decorative items, put food or whatever they need to on the tray. None of these are precious, so they can withstand the weather. I'm not too concerned. And I love how it adds just a little bit of something to this back deck. So I've been out here for about 2.5 hours. The guests arrive really soon. I have a couple little things to tidy up and finish up, and then I think I'm done. When I first got here, I really wasn't sure that there were going to be enough elements to make this look better than it was. But now that I'm almost done, I feel like it's going to look perfect. The light is actually really perfect to get some final reveal shots here. So I have to quickly finish up, get these shots, and I think I'm going to be out of here at just the right time.
This is what $102 and one morning looks like. Same deck, same chairs, same planters I built years ago, same string lights that were already there, but what changed was 2 planters of yellow flowers, 4 striped lumbar cushions, 2 black lanterns, a blue throw, a little coastal vase, and a tray I made from Dollar Tree finds. I also used those faux florals and small pieces I already had at home. I keep thinking about our guests pulling up this afternoon, walking around the back of the house and seeing this. I want them to feel so welcome and have a feeling of somewhere that's been thought about, somewhere that's absolutely ready for them. And that's what this was always about.
My total spend was $102, and honestly, I'm okay with that $2 over budget. I feel like I got just the right amount of decor here. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Love the modern coastal look. I'll list everything I used down in that description box below so you can see where every dollar spent. I'll also link the DIY planter tutorial as well as my DIY Dollar Tree jute tray. I would love to know, are you working on any outdoor projects this season? Let me know down in those comments. I'd love to hear what you're up to. And if you want some more outdoor decor inspiration, I'm going to leave a video for you to watch next right here where I share 30 different DIYs you can do for your outdoor space. I'll see you in that video.